What can be more fascinating than watching goals that happen once in a lifetime? Like this one, scored with the groin, the wildest ever shot trajectory, Messi's most unique goal, a team scoring a goal without the ball touching the ground, the most special of Mohamed Salah's goal, and more of that kind, so get ready for the most unbelievable goals you have ever seen. Before we begin, however, we would like you to answer our today's question. Which one of these footballers, known for their spectacular goals, holds a unique record? He was nominated for the FIFA Puskás Award 7 times, but never actually managed to win it. Lionel Messi, Dimitri Payet, Gareth Bale, Arjen Robben. Please leave your answers in the comments, and now get ready for watching. Let's get it started. Many of you still remember Robin van Persie's diving header against Spain, but his goal against Charlton Athletic, scored in 2006, is one no less deserving recognition. Robin's teammate found him with a cross, and the Dutchman somehow managed to raise his left foot high enough to make a fantastic first-time shot and find the net. In 2016, Van Persie was asked to name the best goal in his career, and he said that his son Shaquille liked that goal against Charlton the most, while Robin himself went for his goal against Aston Villa. However, should you take a look at these two goals, you can see that they are actually quite alike.
Van Persie arriving, oh what a goal! What a goal by Robin van Persie!
Now to the absolutely majestic goal scored in Scotland back in 2008 by Shinsuke Nakamura. In a match against Glasgow Rangers, the Japanese got the ball in midfield, controlled it with his first touch, and took a stunning long-range shot which ended up in the back of the net. While this goal may look like a blatant goalkeeper's mistake at first glance, the replay from behind the goal shows us why it deserves to be here. Just look at its trajectory, how the ball abruptly changed its direction by 45 degrees, leaving no chance for the confused keeper to save Nakamura's shot.
Further, Nakamura! His first Old Firm goal! And typically, it's a beauty!
Coming next is Inter's goal against Juventus. The ball found Matteo Politano after a corner was taken. The Italian controlled it with his chest and then made a no-look pass to Raja Nainggolan, who smashed it in with a first shot. In addition to the shot itself, we have to give credit to Politano. He didn't look at his teammate and was acting rather instinctively. However, Raja's finish was no worse, so this goal's place in our compilation is more than deserved. Now you're about to see the most unique of Leo Messi's 672 goals for Barcelona. In 2009, Barca was playing Estudiantes in the Club World Cup final. The scores were level at full time, so the teams were to play 30 more minutes of football. 110 minutes in, Dani Alves' trademark cross found Messi in the box, and the ball went in, but not off his head, off his chest. In the end, however, the Argentine's unexpected shot brought Barca the Club World Cup trophy, which was the Blaugrana's 6th title in 2009. Besides, take a look at this picture. The stats tell us that it was the only time Leo happened to score with his chest. There's also one handball, even though it's actually against the rules. Back in 2007, Leo scored with his hand against Espanyol. The referee didn't see the fall and the goal stood. However, it still wasn't enough to bring victory to Blaugrana, as the final score was 2-1 in favor of Espanyol.
The swinger, and short of the goal! And guess who's got it? And he scored with a header in the Champions League final against...
Here comes a pass, and now we pause. Can the footballer score a goal from this position with only 2 touches? What do you think? In FIFA, probably you might be thinking, but take a look at this. The Czech Patrik Berger controlled the ball and made an incredible no-look shot with his second touch. It's hard to believe, but the ball actually went in past the Charlton Athletic keeper. His club, Portsmouth, later called that the most underrated shot in the Premier League history. And if it's the first time you're seeing it, they were right, so we had no choice but to let you know about this absolute beauty. Of all the beautiful goals scored by Ronaldinho, this one really stands out. Barcelona was playing Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. The Brazilian got the ball from Iniesta in the D with Carvalho marking him, Terry rushing to help the Portuguese and Lampard closing down on him from behind. However, Ronaldinho didn't seem to care about the number of his opponents. He made a couple of subtle moves and sent the ball into the left corner. Petr Cech was totally unable to save it. He could only watch the ball go in as there was no run-up, no preparation from Ronaldinho whatsoever, so the Brazilian's masterpiece caught everybody, including the keeper, completely off guard.
Terry's header only as far as Iniesta. Now Ronaldinho. Oh, it's a terrific goal! Wonderful, wonderful goal! Absolutely breathtaking. Ronaldinho. You just didn't see it coming, and in the blink of an eye, back of the net. Petr Cech.
Back in 2002, the Danish side Copenhagen scored an unbelievable goal, which is pretty much impossible to replicate even at the training ground. The goalkeeper put the ball in play. Then Peter Müller headed it towards his teammate. Then there came another header pass, and then one more and one more. At the end of this combination, there came Müller's powerful first-time finish, which found the back of the net. It's really hard to believe this goal actually happened, as the ball didn't touch the ground even once. Peter Müller's teammates made 4 consecutive header passes, and then the striker smashed it in from the volley. And not only was it a remarkable goal, but the team celebration is also worth mentioning. Now to the curious goal scored in the Newcastle-Bournemouth game back in 2019. Alain Saint-Maximin got the ball in the box. He dribbled past his opponent and was about to place it in the top right corner, at least it seemed so. What actually happened is that the ball was clearly going wide, but the American DeAndre Yedlin suddenly came to the rescue as he finished it with a close-range header, thus turning the Frenchman's pull shot attempt into one of the most random assists in the Premier League history. Mohamed Salah once called his goal against Chelsea the best in his career, and his goal versus Palermo the most special. Roma were on the break. Nainggolan passed the ball to Salah, and Mo's poor first touch got him into a difficult situation. He was now extremely close to the goal line, and the simple cross looked the most logical choice. But Salah came up with another decision as he sent the ball in with a delightful no-look curved shot from an impossible angle. By the way, as Salah admitted later, it wasn't mere luck. My second goal against Palermo wasn't a coincidence. While I wanted to pass it to Dzeko at first, in the end I decided to shoot it. It worked out perfectly.
Salah con il petto, se la allunga troppo a Lastra, lo ferma, Salah la rimette dentro in porta! Salah segna un gran gol come Ravanelli in questo stadio nella finale di...
We've already had Messi's goal, now let's proceed with Cristiano Ronaldo. Back in 2008, Man United was playing West Ham. Cristiano got the ball in the box after the Irons defenders failed to interrupt the cross and sent it in with the most unexpected part of the body, with his groin. Ronaldo realized that it was the only way for him to make a shot, so he went for such an unusual kind of shot and in the end was right to do so. And once again, should we look at his stats that date back to 2020, we can see that goal against West Ham being the only one scored with the groin, quite unsurprisingly. When you think of Peter Crouch, it's easy to think that he could only score with his head. 2 meters tall and 70 kilograms of weight. How could such a player deal with Premier League defenders? But his goal against Galatasaray serves as a good example of Peter's technique and overall quality. But it's not his bicycle kick we want to tell you about today. After all, such goals are quite common, but the one he scored against Manchester City. Crouch got the ball, controlled it with his right foot, and then launched an absolute rocket which left Joe Hart well beaten. The ball flew goalwards on a very high trajectory and went past the keeper's head. That goal, by the way, brought a draw to Stoke City and later made it into the top 20 Premier League games of all time.
Pennant, Crouch, oh what an effort! That is just sensational!
Despite the rich history of the Champions League, there have only been 4 cases of a goalkeeper scoring in more than 6,000 matches, and many thousands of goals. The Probability of a keeper scoring in the Champions League is pretty much non-existent. And that is what makes this particular story so remarkable. Atletico was playing Lazio, and the Lazio keeper Ivan Provedel came up to help his team in the box, as the score was 1-0 in favor of Atletico 94 minutes in. The corner was pretty much wasted, but Lazio still had time to make something out of it. Luis Alberto got the ball and lobbed it towards the keeper. Ivan made a spectacular jump and found the net with a header so late into the game. All the emotions were more than justified. It was without a doubt a most memorable event, even though it wasn't the first time a keeper scored a goal in a Champions League game. However, it had been 13 years since it last happened, so no wonder that it was a moment to savor, especially for Lazio supporters. What is more, after the game there came a bunch of conspiracy theories. The 194cm tall Ivan Provedel, number 94, scored in the 94th minute, and he was born in 1994. There are 9 letters in his last name and 4 letters in his first name. Was it just a coincidence? Well, who knows. That was the end of our today's compilation. All these goals were without a doubt both unique and memorable. And that is why we had to make this video, so that they don't remain in the shadows anymore. Please let us know in the comments which one of these shots amazed and entertained you the most. Dear friends, feel free to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button if you enjoyed this video, as that will help its promotion and allow you to get a notification once our new video is out. That's it for today, but there's a bunch of other videos we have on our channel, so don't hesitate to check them out.